action. Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Chrispect here. And I've been away for a while and I am back. I need to get back on YouTube and do some videos because I've been getting questions and emails from some of the subscribers asking me when am I going to do that follow-up I promised about Alibaba, and when am I going to show everybody the responses I got from the different manufacturers out there. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do a quick video and show you some of the responses we did to that first video about products that sell on Amazon using Jungle Scout. So we did research and we came up with 3 great products that would sell on Amazon. 2 are singles, baseball analogy. They're hits. They'll definitely do sales for sure. You'll make money from them. And then we found one product that should be a home run as long as you do a good listing, get good pictures, the product is good, you can get good reviews. So we sent a few emails out to Alibaba, and so let's get at it. Let's get right at it here and see what responses we had. So I'm just going to switch over here to my, put myself in the bottom corner here, and we'll jump on to Alibaba. I queued up some of the emails that I got right here, and I'll show you some of the responses. So the product we were looking at was the child wrist leashes, child wrist leashes. I'll just jump onto Amazon and I'll remind you guys what it is that we said would be a home run and should ink people $5,000 a month profit if they launched this product and really did a good job with their pay-per-click, again with their bullet points, with their description, with their photos, and private labeled it. So they were always owning the buy box. We said, we looked at the sales and we looked at the numbers and we said this product definitely is a home run because it has consistent sales, low amount of reviews, and so there's demand, and there really wasn't a ton of competition. It wouldn't take much time to get to that first page listing, especially organically. So child wrist leashes. And we'll take a look at the numbers and see if they've swayed. But when we do a search, we got great keywords here, and we count the amount of hits it pulls up: 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, so 19, 20. So 20 of the possible 27 listings on page 1 are the keyword. Okay, and we'll hit the magic button here in Jungle Scout, and we'll take a quick look at the numbers, and we'll see how much sales it's producing a month. So the sales have dropped. I mean, they were up quite substantially, and in looking at the sales now, we got 100 units from this gentleman, we got 80, we got 30, we got 100, we got 14, we got 43. So there's not as much demand as we want it to be, So it definitely ebbs and flows month to month. I'm going to take a quick peek and see if I have the product tracker listed. Let's see. No, I do not. That's okay. You guys can look at all these other ones that I was tracking. Different options there. We'll jump out of that. So, anyway, there were points where we had 300, 500. If you look at the first video and you look at some of the estimated sales, they were definitely up during the month of April. So it's taken a little bit of a dip, but again, it ebbs and flows, and we still believe this one could be a hit. but again, you may want to keep searching. You'll notice that a lot of them are merchant sellers. Not a ton of Amazon or FBA selling done here. But this one guy that does sell it, who is selling on an FBA, he's got the Ostor baby child anti-lost wrist link safety harness strap rope leash walking hand belt. His keywords don't really stand out. He's got some stock. He can get it to you fairly quick. He's selling for $19.59, so good price. We should have good margin. His is in length, because this is important. There's 3 different lengths you can buy when you're talking to the manufacturers: 1.5 meters, 2 meters, or 2.5 meters. His cord length is 3.6 inches to 70 inches. So he kind of throws you the curve. It doesn't really give you the actual details in meters. So, and then he gets 4 stars. He's got two reviews. He's got 2 reviews, and he's doing over 100 sales a month on this. And the listing probably is considered to be poor at best. You know, it's not the greatest listing here. His pictures, probably got them from his Alibaba provider. A lot of these are what they'll give to their customers. And it's got one little action photo there. That's great. You know, so you could probably improve on those pictures as well. Definitely post a better listing overall for around the same price, maybe 40 cents more, make more money. So let's jump back over to Alibaba, because that was the whole point of this quick video here, was we sent out responses to Alibaba, and we want to hear back from Alibaba and the different manufacturers of the product. So we'll start up here with Phoebe. I believe Phoebe is the first one, yeah. So Phoebe from Foshan Cenis Aromatic. Okay. Aromatic, actually Phoebe might be... Phoebe's not the first one we're looking for. Here we go. Andy Liu. So you're going to see him somewhere. So here we go. Okay. Here was my original template. Hello. Oop. It's weird, this Alibaba. And you scroll to the very top, it'll kick you back to the bottom. So this was my original template that I sent back on May 7th, and it read, "Hello, my name is Chris Ducharme, and I run an e-commerce store through Amazon in Canada. I'm looking to add your child wrist leashes to my online store. Could you please provide me with a quotation for 1. Best price for 500 units plus the best price for 1,000 units. 2. Price for printed/stickered on package my UPC label. 3. Price to add my business logo name, so to private label it, to be printed on the package, and shipping to Vancouver, Canada, and could you please include an estimated manufacturing time as well as shipping time? Thank you. Look forward to working with you, Chris Ducharme, ImLiving.com." And Andy responded. They take some time, but they usually get back to us around this time. They'll be actively working. It's actually probably closer to the end of their day over there in China, as it's going to be close to tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. there. Or tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. because they're 15 hours ahead. So, hey Chris, thanks for your inquiry and wish you have a nice day. We have 3 different lengths, 1.5 meters, 2 meters, and 2.5 meters. Then he gives me a breakdown of each size. EXW means fully manufactured to their doorstep. Doesn't include shipping. We have to negotiate shipping. So $1.97 a unit for 500 units if I'm going with 500 unit quantity, up to as much as $2.57 a unit if I'm going to go with 500 quantity for the longer ones. I'm more interested in the middle size here. 2 meters seems like plenty of length to be from your child, but keep in mind, a meter is 3 feet, so that's about 6 feet. You know, 7.5 feet is not much of a difference between 6 and 7.5 feet, and I would think that's a stretched out cord, if anything. So, but 4.5 feet is kind of like, you know, not much range. So we're looking at 227, and if we want to up it to 1,000 units, we'll save 6 cents a unit. So, you know, at 1,000 units, 6 cents a unit, you're saving $60. And so that can pay for a fee that is going to come up on this email. 0 times 0.06 equals $60. So that's $60 savings to up your 1,000 units. Again, is it worth it tying your inventory up? You know, if we're only selling 100 a month, it's 10 months. You know, keep in mind you have to pay stocking fees if you're having it held in the, you know, if you're shipping and you're doing FBA and Amazon is storing the product for you, you do have to pay a few cents for storage. So keep that in mind. 500 units may be good enough. The $60 you may forego, but you can also say to your manufacturer a couple times, because they'll usually ignore your first request to negotiate, but you can ask them, you can say something like, I like the product, it fits what I'm looking for, but can we negotiate? Will you negotiate on the price? And yes or no, and see what they say. They'll probably say no the first time around. They'll explain their company, they'll explain the value, blah blah blah. You have to try again. You have to say, I appreciate what you said, I understand how good your company is, that's why I want to work with you, but I would like to negotiate. So as he says here, all these prices is based on plastic bag package. If you like the color, if you like color box package, please add 2 cents US, 20 cents US per piece. So we would have to up it to $2.41 to get a color package, a box, which will increase the value in which you're selling the unit. All these price is based on plastic bag, blah blah blah. Okay, we can make your company brand local label on the wristband, and he goes on to show you that for an extra $50. So where you save, if you get 1,000, for that $50, $60 that you save, they will that will help you pay for the logo that you're going to imprint on the actual machines, because they got to get a plate made, and so that's covering their costs, which probably are cheap, so they're making money on that. But it's still, again, you need to private label, so that's something that you must do. You want to private label your product. Okay, so as we go through these pictures, we're looking at it. There's cute little kids. There's the product. You know, I'm sure that wire gets bent out of shape. You know, eventually they're going to need to buy a new one from you. But you do want to make sure that the quality of the product is definitely going to hold up. So I respond, hi Andy, I'm interested in 1,000 units at 2 meters or 500 units at 2 meters. The price is good, but can we negotiate and get this sale? Let me know the price you can do for the 2 options and include the price it would be for shipping. Thank you, Chris. Because he says here, which length would and package do you like when we update the related shipping information? Okay, so keep that in mind. So that's the first one here. The next one here I got back was from Tony Jaw. And the same thing, same initial template, and he responded, didn't answer any of my questions, so already I'm not really impressed, because I need the answers in order to make a qualified decision. Dear Chris, the price is $2.50 per 500 units. If you order 1,000, we'll give you for 20 cents off. We can stick a logo on. So it's kind of already incorporated on there. Meanwhile, the other people were with it incorporated, with the 20 cents incorporated. They were still cheaper for the 2,000 units. He doesn't mention anything about the length, though. Who knows? We could be getting a 1.5 meter leash versus a 2. So not really much details here. So I really gave him an undetailed response. Roy, what is the length of the coil? Dear Chris, he responded me fairly quick. 4 minutes later, today, this was today. Dear Chris, we have 1.5 to 2.5 length. If you buy 1.5 length, the price is $2.10. I'll respond, Roy, would appreciate this information. Roy, I would appreciate this information. In response to my original email. Because it's time consuming asking the same questions twice. How much for shipping will my UPC? What else did he say? He said he included, he didn't say much, so we got to kind of figure it out. We can stick a logo on, he can do everything on, so I'm assuming that's all free. So logo, UPC free, logo, UPC free. Yes. And what else did I need? Estimated ship time, please. Do you stock? Do you have stock? How long does it take to print my logo on each unit? Will you negotiate on the price? Yes or no? Because you know what, honestly, I'm not really a fan of guys who don't give me the information I need. So we'll send that off and we'll see. He'll probably respond in 2 minutes. We'll come back to that one. Jump to the next one here. And this is the quality one. So this is the same template. This is from Yiwu Zaize Industry. Mr. Paul Rain. They all have strange names I've found. Paul Rain. I've seen one person, her name was, what was her name? Oh, can't remember right now. They all have these unique names. Lindsay Lamp. I've had another girl named, they take on unique names, that's for sure. That is for sure. Hi, Mr. Chris. Thank you. Have a good day. It's like they start with the ending in the beginning. Thank you for your inquiry about our anti-lost wrist link. Here is a quote for you. Size 150 centimeters, which is 1.5 meters. Polyester. Whew, the price, they're way overpriced. Wow. They got a polyester nylon cotton, including the rubber logo, but our universal packaging box. 600 units they want me to buy. Advantage anti-lost link is cotton padded and anti-pricking. So the cheap ones apparently do end up are cheap. Our coil is double costing stainless steel. Not too sure what that means. The coil attached to the wrist wrap buy the 360 rodent device. The kids side is fit for 3 to 10-year-olds. I don't know many 10-year-olds that are going to be locked to that. I do know probably 2-year-olds to 4-year-olds, most likely, in North America. I don't know about other parts of the country, but where I'm selling, which is Canada, I don't see a 10-year-old being in this device, so it does not matter. It's going to be toddlers for sure. What else here? That's about it. So he's kind of overpriced, but he's suggesting his is better quality than the cheaper ones out there. I've had other people say the same thing. Let me just take a peek at the little attachments he's sending. So that's the lock that he's talking about. So it's cloth, straight up cloth right here. That's nice. It's very nice. That's very nice. Let's check this other one. Anti-pricking padding. Let's see what he says about that. Okay, so the padding around there. Okay, it's a similar padding to what's being used. And guys, you can get samples. They obviously going to take longer for you to get those samples, so it's going to delay things a little bit. If this is your first product, something like this that you would sell for relatively inexpensive price, you know, the risk is you can wait, or you can just do it right away, launch it out, and hope for the best. I mean, there's lots of ways to go about doing it. Okay. So I'm going to quickly wrap this up here. I'm going to show you one more. Actually, let's just check out this stainless steel here. I'm not going to respond to this guy right now. Okay, so he's talking about that. He's talking about, okay, the different types of metal they use, bindings. I mean, you know, I appreciate the quality. Definitely, it's, you know, these are great pictures to show when you're selling something more expensive. So it all depends on what price point you want to sell something at. If you're going to sell a $30 version of this, make the extra, you know, this would help sell that. But if we're going to go for the $20 price point, we probably don't need that, because we'll be competing with people at $20 price points. But the $30 price point, you could say, you know, elite quality in your listing. You could say top of the line, you know, baby friendly, that type of stuff. So we'll just jump into, I wonder if he responded. Tony, Andy, Paul Rain. Yeah, here's Paul Rain. So let's see if Paul Rain responded. It is Paul Rain. And what was the other one? Because there was one more that was talking about a super high quality one that they do. Oh, they're around here. Well, I can't find it. So anyway, so you're going to basically go back and forth with your manufacturer until you come to a price, until you get all the information you needed, and you verified the seller. A lot of times I recommend people Google the name of the seller, and definitely check and make sure that they're legitimized, that they don't have bad reviews. That type of stuff is important before you ship your money off to China. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to start to do 15-minute jungle scout research videos for those people in Canada who maybe don't have Jungle Scout or are looking for products. If they'll tune into my channel daily, they'll be able to go through what I go through over the shoulder of what I'm looking at as far as when I'm picking things that I want to sell on Amazon, and the way I do it. So I'll take you through the product research, and in 15 minutes I'll generally find between 1 and 3 good products, and in that 15 minutes I'll also template and send out to, you know, for video purposes, 3 or 4 different manufacturers for each one I find. and then we'll do a follow-up prior with the manufacturers who get back to me, and we'll try to see if we can get negotiations going and see if we can iron one down. And so thank you for watching, and definitely please hit that subscribe button and share this video, and I appreciate you guys hanging out on my channel. Coach Chrispect signing out.